5, Justin Tuttle. Number 6, Kevin Von Barren. Number 11, Kevin Gordon. Number 13, Jeremy Anderson. Number 16, Aaron Duarte. Number 18, John Stickelmeyer. Number 19, Jeremy Jackson. Number 21, Mike Lindhausen. Number 22, Mark Schuler. And number 31, John Rogers.
Guys, it all starts tonight.
ND! Archers! ND! Archers! Yeah! Come on!
This guy, the ball's going to the ball, and boom, hits it. It can't be moving forward.
Notre Dame tonight. Notre Dame taking it to Galesburg. Beautiful goal right here. Jeremy Jackson from 20 yards. Gorgeous. Corner of the net. Unstoppable. 1-zip Irish. Later, Notre Dame gets the clinching goal. I won't call it gorgeous, but Brian Franken is Johnny on the spot. Yeah, give him the goal. Give Notre Dame the win. 3-zip. Notre Dame, Richwoods Thursday night. It's going to be fun. Well, Richwoods and Notre Dame sectional. Richwoods scores first. Matt Long. What a year this guy's had. The header home. 1-zip Knights. But Notre Dame comes back. Jeremy Jackson, JJ with the blast. The game was tied at 1. You get the idea. Back and forth, back and forth. For Richwoods, Adam Daly will score as he gets the keeper way out of the net and beats the keep. 2-1 Richwoods. But Notre Dame answered every call. Here, Justin Tuttle with a beautiful goal. Notre Dame in a shootout. 3. Richwoods 2. Jason Bauer doing the job in the shootout. The Irish.
That's it.
Win over Richwoods was a great game right there. It's a
That's what we call them. That's why.
On behalf of the administration, faculty, and students of United Township High School, we welcome you as our guests for tonight's sectional championship game between United Township High School Panthers, with a record of 20 wins, 3 losses, and no ties, and the Peoria Notre Dame Irish for the season record of 16 wins, 2 losses, and 4 ties. Notre Dame Evans Gordon, John Seckelmeyer, sophomore Mike Lenhausen, senior John Rogers, and junior Justin Tuttle. For the Irish, number 15, junior Justin Anderson. And midfielder for the Irish, number 16, senior Aaron Duarte. And midfielder for the Irish, number 22, senior Mark Schuler. Number 6, sophomore Kevin Van Buren. And forward for the Irish, number 19, sophomore Jeremy Jackson. For the Irish, senior Pete Bauer. Your official for tonight's match,
Right now, come on.
Stop with 1 minute to the last match.
Let's go. Let's go hard.
4-2. Winner of this match will play here Eisenhower Tuesday night at Peoria Stadium on North War Memorial Drive at 7:30. Take it.
bad. You're the bad.
Harry, look this way, Carol. These are the fans in the stand. Okay.
I cannot believe it.
We're going to sit in the middle of that field and just
That's great.
When do you play next?
We're going to get the state, guys, we're going to state the girls, and I'm leaving. I'm retiring, and I'm going to go get a real job and make some cash.
It's cute, but we put hard work in it. And we hadn't ended one. I don't know where it went.
There's only 7 other teams who invited to stay are going to He took them, and that's why he retired. We're there with Morton, and we're there with Richwood. Nobody has ever brought back a trophy. Top 4 get a trophy. It's either Boylan or Palatine. Boylan, you know you can beat, but they're going to come out and play harder. Richwood beat us 3-0 last time we played them, and then we beat them. Palatine is going to think it's another crappy team from Peoria, and it's going to be at Friend High School, so they're going to have all kinds of people there. You know how fun it is to wreck somebody's dreams on their own field, okay? So you'll be excited today, you'll be excited tomorrow, even through lunch. But when we start practice, let's start what we can. A month from now, you can think, wow, we made the state. Let's win one game at state, all right? And then after that, we'll think about getting farther. Get the game at state and you get a trophy.
Irish trying to make school history, trying to advance to the state finals in soccer. The Irish came out all fired up, and boy, they jumped on the board just early into the game. In the first 2 minutes, Jeremy Jackson with a one-timer. It was 1-0 Irish. Later, a beautiful goal by Notre Dame. Watch Jeremy Jackson again. He'll center the pass. Kevin Von Barren steps over the ball. It goes right to Mark Schuler, and Schuler buries it. Schuler had 2 goals. The Irish built up a 3-1 lead. Look at the crowd going nuts. Later, it's the guy they call Soup, John Stickelmeyer, and he sticks it in there. The Irish take a 4-1 lead. Moments later, they celebrate Notre Dame's in the Elite 8. They're heading to the state finals 4-1. ND wins it.
At the beginning of the year, nobody gave us a chance. To be honest, I didn't give us a chance to come this far. We hoped, you know, we'd be competitive. We thought we'd challenge Richwoods for a conference, but, you know, there's not Class A and AA or Class 3A and 6A. There's only 8 teams left in the state, and we're one of them, so we feel real good.
We knew we had to work hard. Richwoods just picked the team to, you know, get to state, and all we had to do was work hard, and we knew we could do it. And we just stuck together, and we're like a family.
Yeah, a family that's doing a lot of celebrating tonight. Look at Coach Driscoll getting mobbed. That, of course, was Mark Schuler, who scored 2 goals. Notre Dame's advancing to the state finals. In high school,
for the Irish off the penalty kick, and they were in business. It was 2-1. Mark Schuler scored once, and he'll do it again. Watch this. Right in the corner. They win it 4-1, and they play the finals 5:30 Friday in the Elite 8.
Worked real hard. Nobody at the beginning of the year gave them much of a chance to do anything, and they just kept working and working. I think it just shows, you know, if you put a lot of effort into things, good things happen.
Tonight, Dan Driscoll's squad beat Decatur Eisenhower to earn a berth in Friday's state quarterfinals in Palatine against Palatine. And there's a 4.0 student. The guys on the field got high marks, though. After the inbound, Jeremy Jackson buries it. That made it 1-0 Irish. A bit later, Mark Schuler shakes loose, goes one-on-one, and scores. Schuler had a pair of goals, and Notre Dame won the game 4-1.
We're real confident going up there. We don't only want to get to state, we want to place in state. That's real important to us.
Yeah, we're going to be confident. Sure, we'll be a little nervous, but every time something's happened, these kids have pulled together and they've won for each other.
Notre Dame plays Palatine High Friday at 5:30. We'll, of course, have all the coverage then and the preview up until then. Peoria hosts the Elite 8, but they're not done yet. They want to go up to Chicago and get a win. No Heart of Illinois team has ever done that.
I want to go up there and make a name for us, because they probably don't think too much of the Central Illinois teams, and so I want to go up there and kind of show them that we can play down here.
We never really expected to get up this far, and pretty much everyone's surprised, so we want to get a win.
Notre Dame plays Palatine on Friday. We'll have more with the Irish tomorrow. Go ahead and kick there. There you go, Schuler. Tomorrow at 6. Well,
Just looking for a top 4 place. Our kids would like to win. You know, there's 8 teams left. So with a couple breaks here and there, we think we can win it all.
After we beat Decatur Eisenhower, that's the first thing he told us, that we could be the first, team to get over that hump, and that's what we're working for right now, one game at a time.
Sight set on the state championship crown. They play the underdog role tomorrow, but the Irish want no part of that. They've beaten some pretty stiff competition so far, and they're looking to knock out the host team, Palatine Friend, in the quarterfinals.
In past years, we played Buffalo Grove. I think that was about 5 years ago. They were ranked 5th in the country, and we went up there and beat them. So I don't think the kids are really that intimidated. It's just, the state tournament atmosphere is something I hope we overcome.
We know they beat Richwoods 1-0, but of course we beat Richwoods a couple times, so we're pretty confident we'll do good.
The goal is to be the first team from around here to get in the top 4, so we got to win a game. The kids have been saying we went up to East Moline and beat them on their home field, so we like to go up to Palatine and kind of wreck their homecoming. If we try to settle things down too much and play a nice, pretty game, this year's team just doesn't do a good job of that. We have to go out and just play like a controlled chaos. Go the ball hard, get rid of it, don't play around with it a lot, and then when we get a chance to score, let's take advantage of it and get the crowd in the game.
The Notre Dame Irish will take their emotional soccer to the state finals tomorrow. Notre Dame has to be an emotional team because in Danny Driscoll, they certainly have an emotional coach.
We're going to get the ball. Every 50-50 is ours, and back each other up.
This year I've seen Coach get more emotional than I've ever seen before, especially the last couple games. He's got really pumped up.
No, you guys keep it packed. Don't spread out.
Our whole team, we've played on emotion the whole year because we're not the most talented team in the area, but really our emotions have carried us. We're like a family.
Playing soccer the Danny Driscoll way, playing emotionally, Notre Dame is one of only 8 teams still playing in the state of Illinois. When we come back, it's Peoria and Notre Dame, Jim Dandy. Stay tuned. Notre Dame's JJ, Jeremy Jackson. What a state tournament this kid's having. Now, not only does Jeremy score a lot of goals, but he's got this goofy little jump right there, right before somebody hugs him. Jeremy, watch it again. Right before somebody hugs him, Jeremy all of a sudden will just, jump. There, we got one more here. Jeremy scored 4 goals in the state tournament, which means 4 times little JJ's started to, become air JJ. Jump, Jeremy. There we go, Hopefully he'll be doing a lot of jumping tomorrow. Good luck to Peoria and Notre Dame at the state soccer tournament. We wish.
Afternoon classes are postponed so fans can go to the team's first ever state quarterfinal at Palatine. Mark Strauss has a preview.
Dan Driscoll calls his Irish a team of destiny. We've heard this stuff before, but what convinced Dan were back-to-back postseason wins on penalty kicks.
I don't remember us ever winning a game in penalty kicks. So we were shocked, we were surprised, glad. It was emotionally draining. PKs, we do it every single day in practice. And everybody knows, just like in practice, exactly where you're going, and you just envision the ball going in the net. And that's how it happens.
Yep. Got it. Penalty kicks have ended the games, but Jeremy Jackson has kick-started them. He's got 4 goals in the last 4 games. And he's taking some shots, too.
Well, Justin Tuttle, he came up to me and, like, here's an article, you're so bad and stuff like that, but I don't know. I'm trying to not think about that too much.
And usually sophomores, they just bag balls, get water for us and everything. And usually, we're seniors and got seniority over them, so we just write them a little bit about that.
Sounds like the Irish are keeping Jeremy in his place. And a win tomorrow over Palatine would give them their place in history. They'd be the first area team to go to state and reach the semis. Mark Strauss, 25 Sports.
1-0, but of course we beat Richwoods a couple times, so we're pretty confident we'll do good.
The goal is to be the first team from around here to get in the top 4, so we got to win a game. The kids have been saying we went up to East Moline and beat them on their home field, so we like to go up to Palatine and kind of wreck their homecoming too.
Approved.